Hello there, Lavinia, sorry. Okay, we could say the graph shows a prediction of tourist choices, but it would have been better if you said the graph shows predicted tourists, or predicted tourist preferences, or even just predicted tourists for 2018. The data is collected from 3 countries and takes 4 cities under consideration. That's fine. From 3 countries, USA, Mexico, Canada, and 3 European cities, comma, Istanbul, London, Paris, Madrid. Okay? The USA will have the most elevated percentages of trips. No. The USA will send the most elevated number of travelers or tourists, or will the USA is expected to send the highest number of travelers, reaching 100,000 people in Madrid. Really? Or was it Paris? I think it was Paris, reaching 100,000 people in Paris alone. Instead, no, instead you've used it incorrectly, so give me 5 sentences with instead, okay, in the next email. Let's see. So, whereas Mexico will show steady rates. No. Steady rates. That would be like if there was a process, like a line graph. Production remains steady throughout 2011. Okay, but nothing really remains steady here because there's only one year, 2018. So we should say, whereas Mexico plunging. No. This is all line graph vocabulary that you're using for a bar chart. Okay? Surging, plunging. This is line graph talk. Okay, so this needs to be reworked. Let's see. Canada will maintain the quantity of visitors stable, performing the most. No. I'm going a bit. It's a bit of a weak one, this one, I can see. So let's see. Overall, the 4 cities analysed will receive a similar amount of visits from the countries considered. Also, the people travelling from the USA, all capitals, will be almost 1,000 more than those from Mexico. I think it should be 100,000 more. Alright, so what you should have done really is talked about Paris, okay? Talk about Paris, and then talk about, talk about Paris, then talk about London, and then maybe talk about Istanbul, and then talk about Madrid, and compare them. Okay, use whereas, use while. Alright, use almost double as, double than, less than, and all this. Okay, but the summary sentence is fine. Okay, it just needs to be worked. Pay attention as well. You got capital letters there and a comma there, which is wrong. So still a bit more work to do with the bar charts. Alright, let's have a look at your task 2. So, okay, alright, maybe there's a word formatting problem here, but hopefully you're not doing this in your written essays of putting them on separate lines. Paragraphs, okay, writing paragraphs. Nowadays the digital world is spreading at an increasing rate. I believe we should welcome this change, as it is beneficial for a future. In this essay, I'll analyse the positive influence that digital information can bring, using Skype and Google Translate as examples. Good. Firstly, the world's population should embrace the current technological development by acknowledging its perks. Not bad. By acknowledging its advantages, or its advantages. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to leave it advantage. For this reason, software, altogether, not plural, software such as Skype and Twitter should be recognised as a major asset for our culture and for managing vivid personal relationships. Okay? Therefore, the amount of information that... Okay, we didn't really follow the sentence guide, and that's why it's not that coherent. Okay? We haven't really said... Okay, you haven't really been that specific or detailed about the advantages of Skype. Okay? Alright? You could have said something like, I mean, you said this it's a major asset. Yeah, but how is it a major asset for managing busy personal relationships? How? Skype is Skype bestows tremendous advantages for users because now they can communicate with each other at a very reduced cost and over long distances. Full stop. Therefore, the amount of information, or therefore technology such as VoIP, VoIP, capital letters, can bring huge advantages to society, and undoubtedly makes us better off, or something like that. Makes society better off. Let's continue. Secondly, the possibility of reaching many sources of information is a factor that can improve our ability to reason smartly. Good. In addition, no, this is because, yeah, and then we do the example, okay, follow the sentence guide, really, okay, because we started off perfect there, and you've even got perfect examples, alright, but it just needs to be organized in a more coherent way, which is exactly what the sentence guide does. Okay, so stick to it, please, Lavinia. Alright, in conclusion, I believe that a change in our technology is inevitable, and it should be evaluated as part of the world's future improvements. Furthermore, okay, it doesn't really correspond to the question, does it? Okay, so the first one, should we adapt to technology? We didn't even mention the word adapt or adjust or anything. Okay, so task response would have taken a beating, would have lost points there. Okay, but this one is definitely fine. Alright, this one's definitely fine. It does make us more intelligent, got more information, blah blah blah. Okay, so tie all those together and rework it and send me your 2 new essays and those 5 sentences and this one reworked. Make sure though that they do correspond to the sentence guide. Okay, alright, Lavinia, keep going. Sorry if I sounded a bit critical, but it's important we get this under control. Okay, I want you to pass, and we're not going to do it unless we start organizing these essays better and paying more attention to the questions. Okay, we're doing well. We just need to keep going. All right, all the best. Take care.